Greetings, fellow Earthlings and viewers across the World Wide Web. This is Tune 215, and right now we're in North Carolina. We're going to be doing a driving tour of the Williamston Township and our county. It's close by Windsor County. Right now we are on Route 17. We are approximately 3 minutes away from our destination. We're going to get off shortly at Willow Drive. It is 88 degrees outside. We got some huge trucks on my left hand side passing us. We're doing about 57 miles an hour. I'm assuming they wanted to hit 65 and higher. We're coming off to the exit where we just passed the Roanoke Basin. This is part of the Roanoke River. Passing the overpass Trooper G. Thomas David Jr. Bridge. Now we're passing the river. Welcome to Williamston on my right hand side. There was a sign that read, "Welcome to Williamston." So now we're in the township. So we're going to zigzag and try to do our best because you know, it's a town, so I don't know how the housing layout is. We got tourist information on my right-hand side. We're going to continue going straight. There was a yellow light, so I just yielded towards the yellow light. We're gonna go up probably about a half a block or so, and then make a right and start exploring some of the neighborhood. Now, for those of you who haven't got a chance to see my other North Carolina tour, we're in the farmlands. We're pretty much in the country. I'm gonna go out a little further. I could have made it right there next to the church. We got Roanoke shops on my left. We're gonna make a right coming up at the next corner. Williamston. To make this right-hand turn, there's a Speedway on my right. There's a Wendy's on my left. We can't even make a right here. This is gonna bring us right into the Speedway. We're gonna make a right on this corner. On Park Street. We're turning a right on Park Street. There's police on my left-hand side. The police on my left look like they're assisting a gentleman with his vehicle, because the police vehicle is, oh, they're giving him a jump. Somebody's getting a jump. Either the cops are getting a jump from the random person, or the random person's getting a jump from the cops. We're passing Parks and Caroline Pines. There's a church on my left. We got the Park Apartments on my right hand side. They have apartments for rent. Yeah, maybe the cop was helping the person, giving him a jump. We're on Park Street and William Street. All right, now I can start turning around. I'm gonna make a left. Let's make this left. I should have made a right, but I'm gonna make a left. Because we can make a right out of the corner. There's another house for sale on my right-hand side. Address 210 is for sale. 210 Halton Street. These are very country-like homes. We're on Halton and William Street. I'm gonna make this right on Williams. Look at this house on my left. I got a lot of ornaments on the front porch. A lot of random knickknacks. I got a vehicle behind me. We got some mattresses on my right-hand side that are being tossed out. I'm gonna make a right at the corner on Warren Street. I do have a vehicle behind me, so I'm trying to lose them off my tail. If he turns with us, then I'm just gonna let him go by. All right, he didn't turn with us. Beautiful. So we have the trash bins out. I guess it's trash day within the neighborhood. Trash bins read GFL Environmental or Environments. street looks a little bit patchy. Like they did street work on this block on several different occasions and just patched it up. They got driveways. I see American flags on my left, an awning on my right to protect the car from the sunlight. We got a faded red fire hydrant on my left-hand side. We're on the Warren and Park Street. We're gonna continue going straight. They got a sidewalk here, at least. I give them that, because Windsor didn't have many sidewalks. Windsor was like just street and grass. So you either walk on the street or walk on someone's grass. I don't think either is wise. We're traveling like 10 miles an hour, y'all. Traveling relatively slow. I'll probably slow it down a little bit more for y'all. We're approaching South Watts Street. Okay, I see some spray paint on that pole over there. I wonder if that was done by the city or by somebody random. It says 50 zone or SO zone or SO zone or 50 zone. That's interesting. It's right there on that pole. So we came to a Walmart around here. It was actually in this town, right? We came to a Walmart in this town and the spray paint wasn't locked up. Now I guess that's because we were talking about it. It was like they probably don't have that problem around here where there's graffiti and vandalism and all of that, or stealing. Because in Philly, they started gating them up because people would like fill up a whole shopping cart, or they would like fill up like a Tupperware, like a Rubbermaid Tupperware type of bin with spray paint, and they would basically steal them. They would steal them in large quantities and use them to graffiti. But over here, they were out in like a regular aisle. Plenty of paint. Paint to your heart's content. Let's make this left on Biggs. We just came off of Hatton. Look at that house right there. There's a mixture of houses. There's like a 1.5 story house. Then a 1 story house. Then a 2 story house. Then a real big little mini mansion house. Then a little tiny trailer house. That's what we've been noticing too, like in these type of areas. We got a gentleman over here talking to somebody in his vehicle. Some of the houses are really rusted. Like there's one on my right that we passed that look really poorly maintained. And then some of them, I'm assuming, are better maintained than others. Let's make this right to this little tiny block. On Beach Street. We got a Beach Street, but it's spelled differently. This is B-E-E-C-H. Ours is B-E-A-C-H. There's a house for sale on my right-hand side. 206 Beach Street is for sale. 206 Beach Street, Williamston, North Carolina. This is pretty good too, because if somebody's looking to relocate and you guys want to get a feel for the neighborhood or want to even buy a house, you can look up those addresses that I just mentioned, and y'all can really see a price via Google. We're on Beach Street and South Harrell Street. Let's make this left on Harrell. A little tent on my right hand side. Looks like to keep the mosquitoes out when they sit outside. Yo, there's some crazy bugs around here. So far, I've been attacked by a holocaust of bugs at this plantation farm. When we've been at the campground, there've been like these giant weird winged bugs like flapping everywhere. Yeah, there's been several interesting bugs that we've saw within the area so far. We're at Ray and Harrell. We just turned onto Ray Street. We got the Martin County Transit on my left. I guess Martin County Public Transportation. That's what their bus looks like? Unless they transport handicap, because they had a handicap sign, so it might be a private company. There's a bunch of road work guys on my left. Town of Williamston, North Carolina's, I guess, street work crew. Thank you, sir, for moving out of the way. They probably weren't expecting much traffic. The house on my left-hand side looks really faded. The paint's cracking, paint's chipping. You want me to go? I'll go. He was thinking about it, but I'll go. You ain't gotta tell me twice. Got a whole family on my right-hand side hanging outside. They're painting the house on my right-hand side. They didn't finish painting their vinyl siding. They're changing the color from white to like an olive green. Alright, let's make this right-hand turn. Let's turn right. I see a bicycle sitting right on the sidewalk. It's laying down like a children's bicycle. There's a walkway right here on my right that extends over to my left. It looks like it probably goes through the whole town. Yeah, on my right and all the way to my left. It says no motor vehicles. It's probably like a little jogging runway or something. The rooftop on my left is really rusted. It looks like they probably use like metal or like aluminum or something. I don't think aluminum rusts. Maybe just metal. Little church on my left-hand side. We're gonna cross Main Street. We got the United Methodist Church on my left. Got a beautiful house on my right with green shutters and then functional shutters. Beautiful brick house on my right. A fluorescent yellow car on my left-hand side, a Dodge. We got a handicap entrance on my right-hand side. That burgundy ramp right there on my right tells me there might be a wheelchair resident there, so they needed to be wheelchair accessible. Pritchard Harrington House. Wow, I wonder what that was. All right, we're on Church Street. Was this North Watts or South Watts? Let me see. North Watts and East Church. We just turned into East Church. We got United Methodist Church on my right-hand side on Church Street. Got a bunch of gravel on the side of the street. You guys can't see it, but it's a bunch of gravel. We got a city, town of Williamston, North Carolina workers truck on my left. We're on North Smithwick. We got Memorial Baptist Church on my left-hand side. This vehicle is going to make a left. It's a street cleaning vehicle. That big vehicle right there is a street cleaning vehicle. But I'm going to make a right-hand turn. They had a little tree swing on my left. This building on my left got working shutters also. Martin Memorial Library. That's their local library on my right-hand side. And Smithwick. So this is North Smithwick and West Academy. Let's make this left on West Academy. This is a nice wide block. I like how groomed the sidewalk greenery is. It actually looks like they recently cut it because you see the excess on the sidewalk, like on the ground, right next to the street. Wow, look at this house right here on my left. This is cool. That's a cool house. I like the tall awning that's over the doorway. It makes it look nice. Look at this house all over here. Nice houses. They got a nice big garage in the back. Whoa! They had a 3-story garage in the back. I mean, a 3-door garage in the back that looked like 2 stories. That looked as big, if not bigger, than some of the houses that we just passed. Wow, that was a nice setup. But for real, if you call an Amish company, the Amish make sheds and stuff. I was already looking up like those 3-car garage sheds and everything. They'll bring them to you or they'll build them on your land for like $26,000, like $30,000, like $18,000. Depends on the finish and the material. But they'll make you a 3-car garage, and the second floor will be like a loft, they make nice ones. The Amish people get it in. Episcopal Church, Church of the Advent on my left-hand side. I'm gonna make this right. Look at the house across the street with the arches and the blue shutters. So I'm really liking houses with tall columns holding up the front awning. I like that. And that's brick. That's a brick home. Shingles on the rooftop. I'm not a big fan of blue, but at least they got shutters and they're functional because I can see them on the hinges. It looks nice. Look at a nice walkway to the front, a nice pathway. That looks nice. And I think this neighborhood has more ambience than the other neighborhood as far as congestion. Because when we came out of Windsor was more desolate and discreet. This feels more homey to me. Like, I'm here and I feel a lot more comfortable over here. Like, my anxiety was up probably like 0.2% over there on the other side. Because I felt like I was like we was damn near the only civilization out. Every time somebody saw us drive by, they waved at us, which was crazy. Let's make this right on North Halton. Yeah, that was crazy. That's like some sci-fi movie stuff. Everybody that you drive by just gives you a little wave, like from a horror movie. Over here, there's enough people out for it not to look like you're the only one out. Let's make this left on West Academy. West Academy and Halton. Yeah, this is healthy for us too, because this is giving us an idea of what each county looks like. Oh, there's a cat laying out there. Is it dead? It's not dead, right? No, there's a cat. I'm about to go meow meow. Psst, 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 psst. Meow meow. All right, he's alive. He's alive. Cool. 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 He's hot. He's out here in this North Carolina heat, and he'll spread onto somebody's driveway, like just thrown out like a rag to dry. Look at this banister right here. This little teeny weeny cute wooden banister. Wow, that yard was really overgrown. They didn't maintain that grass. They didn't maintain that grass well. We're on North Elm Street. Wow, on another Elm Street. We started off our Windsor tour in a whole nother township, like 25 minutes away, 20 minutes away. On Elm Street. And now we're on Elm Street again. We was on West Elm Street though. Mm-hmm. This is North Elm Street. Right. On my left, we got another church. Look at this church. This is Mount Shiloh MB Church, probably Baptist Church. I don't know what MB stands for in religious terms. An area with this much greenery, you gotta maintain that grass in order for it to have its charm and its appeal and all of that. Because if not, it's just gonna look like a forest. Seriously, it's gonna look like a forest. There's so much grass that it's like you would make a killing with fertilizer over here, or if not fertilizer, like weed killer, or even as just a landscaper. Like if you started your own little landscaping gig with like a little truck and a lawnmower, you can really probably, make some type of sustainable income. Put flowers in front of everybody's door, and put like something like, after every 5 mows, the 6th is free. You know what I mean? So if you mow their lawn 5 times, the 6th time is free. I don't know. I've never mowed a lawn, so I don't know what the going rate is. I don't know. What is it? $59.99 for the whole lawn? Is it $100 for the lawn? Do you charge hourly? Do you charge? I don't know. By the mile, by the feet, but I don't know. We're on Pearl and Church, but just give them something to look forward to, so they keep calling you back over the competitor. And then the 6th time is free, so you just have fun, We got somebody with an electric wheelchair on my right. We got a septic tank on my left. I don't think she's ever seen a vehicle this tiny before, so it really caught her attention. I've been seeing this North Carolina streets management truck for the last like 6-7 blocks.
It's clean in there.
Yeah, I see a lot of those management trucks. All right, we're on West Main Street in North Pearl. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. We got the First Citizens Bank on my left. We got the original Chicken Kitchen on my left, and Dairyland, Cone Shakes and Sundays. Those are like private places, like mom and pop type shops called Dairyland. What came first, Dairyland or Dairy Queen? I don't know. Dun dun dun. To be continued on the next episode of. Hit that subscribe button now. Alright, let's make this right-hand turn North Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. I also noticed drive. Alright, cool. I'm sorry. Thanks for pointing that out. I also noticed that a lot of the places I've been to so far all got some type of street, road, something dedicated to Martin Luther King Jr. Yep, because in Virginia they had that, in Baltimore they had that, in Delaware I won't be surprised if they had that. We're on West Church Street and North Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. Let's make this left. Let's make a right when we get to the corner, because we've been doing like left, right, then left, right. Let's do a right. Firewood on my right hand side. Oh, is it? No, it's really firewood though. Or unless they cut up a tree. I was gonna say, jump on the ticket. Yo, that was a grocery store. Johnson's Groceries, cold cut. That was such a house for sale on my left. It is number 213 is for sale. It reminds me of Al Bundy's house for Married with Children. Love and marriage, love and marriage. Oh, there's a car with broken windows on my right. Another one. Wow, there's somebody vandalizing their vehicles. Goes together like a horse and carriage. All right, we're gonna go right. That's one thing that I remember. Let's make this right on Roberson Street. We just turned off a church. Now we're on Robinson. Yeah, things are much closer here. Oh, look at this house. This house over here on my left-hand side looks mangled. It looks like a tree fell through it, and they cut this tree right here. I won't be surprised if this tree fell through and they just finished cutting it. Look at that. What would cause that to a house? It definitely doesn't look like a fire. It looks like it was a tree or something. Alright, so we're at Hamilton, Roberson and Hamilton. Let's keep driving straight. These streets aren't the best though, as far as paving goes. I guess they figured they don't get that much traffic. Not many people drive through here, so why fix them? We got Faith Temple Church of God in Christ on my left. Sunday school at 9:30. Wow, Sunday school. That's where they teach you about the Bible, right? Bible study and all of that. Wow, this house right here looks spooky. I don't even know if I want to point the camera to it. Let's point the camera to it. Worst thing that can happen is a bow and arrow can come out of the front window. Look at this. So overgrown. There's no trespassing private property. I don't know if the camera does justice. It's really like grimy. Like the shingles and the siding and everything is grimy. On my right there's a four-wheeler inside the yard. Wow, that's how you know you in the country, when you drive around and you see four-wheelers just outside. I just passed the barn. Alright, I'm sorry guys, this is a bumpy street. So let's make a right. Let's make another right on Haynes, North Haynes. We could have made a left, but let's make a right on Haynes. Speed limit's 25 miles an hour. We're doing about 10 miles an hour. It's really bumpy though. If we make a left and go about 2 more blocks, we'll be out of the boundary. This area is observed by community watch citizens. So a neighborhood like this, I'm assuming they have monthly town meetings, township meetings and all of that to protect the neighborhood, to go over like procedure. Look at honk, an 8th grade graduate lives here. I just honked because the sign said an 8th grade graduate lives here. Congratulations, young sir or ma'am. May high school go well for you. They had the door open too, so they probably heard it. Yeah. Alright, so what is this? Is it taking us back? Oh yeah, it is. This school is keeping us within the city, or within the township boundary. I'm sorry, y'all. Tokyo drifting by these bumps. Wow. So boring. To me, this is like, we were talking about it. We were probably like, this is ideal for either A, for older folk, folks who are old and, you know, desire silence, peace and quiet, raising a family, or for young people who have an old soul in them, who like being alone in silence. It's crazy because I want to be someplace that's silent too, but I think I want a mixed balance of silence. We're passing Roberson. We're gonna keep going straight. Like, I want to be in a silent area, but know that there's homes nearby, but also know that there's shopping centers, places to like eat, like entertainment, at least within a half an hour to hour distance, if that makes any sense. I guess you can't have the best of both worlds. Oh, there's a squirrel. Oh, what's that squirrel? Oh, stopped him from eating. Dang it. He saw the car. He thought it was a drive-by. He dropped his nut and he ran up the tree. I wrote Church and Haynes. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. We got a female throwing out trash on my left. Look, there's a place set on my right with a huge field. There's a female right here. She was throwing out trash. Oh, go ahead. After you. You wanna cross? You already in the street? I'm confused. Are you gonna cross or are you checking out your mail? She looked at the vehicle really slowly. She was like, yo. Am I being punked? Ashton Kutcher, come out, wherever you are. The colors of the leaves and the greenery in this neighborhood give it a nice autumn feel. It's like tumbleweeds in the street. Some type of like, oh, this is a dead end. No wonder why she was looking at us like we was crazy. She knew we wasn't from around here. She's like, I've never seen that. That car is never registered in my mind ever. No, never. Now we about to pass her again. That is cool. That's what happens when you make a right. You should make more lefts. Septic tanks. Anybody, all right, let me rephrase this. Any one of my viewers, I'm sure some of my viewers have a septic tank system. What's the worst thing that can happen to your septic tank? Like, does it explode? Does it get clogged? Does it leak? Does it drip? Does it, like, I don't know. I don't have a septic tank. Matter of fact, we actually do got a septic tank in the RV, but like, I'm not like, you know, I don't have a life experience with septic tanks. There's a house for sale on my right. Look at it. Right here. This is for sale. Should buy that house and move around the corner from the lady, and then just walk my dog in front of the house. She gonna look like, where this food came from? Didn't I just see you drive by the other day? Are you stalking me? We're passing West Lanier Street or Lanier Street. We're on South Haynes. Wow, what's up with these streets though? Why are they so bumpy? Oh, this is a no outlet too? Oh man. There's a whole nother no outlet. There's a house on my left, there's a house on my right. I really want to show you both. I think I'm gonna show you the one on my left, so I'm gonna make a U-turn from here. Can I make a U-turn without having it in reverse? Let me see if this vehicle is able to do it. Yeah, boy, you see the house? Oh, there's a dude right here on my left-hand side. He's on the phone on his porch, and he stood up once he saw the stop. He's probably like, what's this? Waiting for 15 clowns to come out of the vehicle. So I'll tell you something. We fit 15 people, 14, I think 15 people in a 1988 hatchback Civic before. We compressed them all in. Different ages, of course. It was like 5, 6 adults. The rest were all kids. But that was possible. What we're in right now, I don't think you can fit 16 people, 15 people. Get alone 6, several comfortably at least. I'm not gonna go right because I'm 100% sure that it's a no outlet, and guess what? It is. So we're gonna go left. There's like a septic tank on my right. Septic tank on my left. Can you paint your septic tank? Can you make it like a nice color? Can I like hook mine up? Can I put like a design on it? You know, can I paint it into like a duck or like a pig or something? So it looks like a farm animal just sitting inside my yard instead of a big gray torpedo. Look at that sign on my right. The sign on my right says, "Be humble, pray." 2 Chronicles 7:14. So Williamston looks like a nice little area. Looks nice. We're at Roberson and West Church. We got an older gentleman crossing the street. It's nice to see some life actually out here, out and about. He's commuting. I could have swore somebody else just waved. Oh, those are the cars that were busted up on my left that we just drove by. They had the busted windows. There's a house for sale on my right. We drove by that earlier. Alright, let's make a right-hand turn. Well, matter of fact, let's keep going straight because I see the map. When we cross the main road, there's a whole other side of the neighborhood on the opposite side. Let's see what that side looks like. We got a car here with some rims. Hopefully the streets are much more forgiving over there than over here. This is like bumpy. I feel like I'm driving over a gravel road, but the streets aren't gravel. We just passed Reddick. R-E-D-D-I-C-K. Reddick. Passing Pearl Street. We got some trash on my right. It must be trash day. It must be trash day. I doubt there's any scrappers in this neighborhood. People who collect metal. We're on North Elm Street in West Church. I see somebody's septic tank was painted burgundy. So maybe you can paint them? I would turn mine into a whole exhibit. I would turn mine into a whole exhibit, like a farm animal. Alright, we're gonna cross over Halton. Halton appears to be the other side. It's like the main road that runs straight through the town. Halton Street and West Boulevard run straight through the town. So all the blocks run through Halton and West Boulevard. Episcopal Church on my left. Memorial Baptist Church on my right. Adult Education Center. Look at this house on my left. So many windows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 windows from what I see. And that's not even, I'm talking about on my left, there was a house. And I'm not even talking about what's on the side and on the back. 20, yo, that was a lot of windows. All right, we're back on Smithwick. Church Street and Smithwick. Asia Biggs house, Martin County Historical Society on my left. Ouch. These streets are like tiles. You see them? Like sheets of cement slabs. First United Methodist Church on my left. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. Yeah, you see how there's cracks in the middle of these streets? Not cracks, like a line that goes through the middle and then on the left and then on the right. Basically, how they would make our sidewalks in Philly, that's how they made these streets. They made them in segments, like in bits and pieces. That's strange. Oh, there goes that highlighter car on my right. So this is really a small town. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, bumpy. South Watts. We're on South Watts Street. So it's a beautiful looking little town that has its own like facade to it, but the streets kind of are horrible. I would rate them like a B minus, C plus on the looks of the neighborhood. Maybe like a B minus. And then, cause you know it's okay looking, looks nice. We're on South Watts and Ray Street, but then I would give them like a D for the streets. And the only reason why they didn't get an F is because I've driven on worse streets. Like this street right here is all right, but we did go through several bad streets. We're on South Watts and Marshall. We got two gentlemen on my left on Beach and South Watts on my left. He waved too. Why are people waving? This is crazy. Because I've been in North Carolina, people just been waving at me. Is that like a North Carolina thing? Or at least in this part where people just wave? Like saying hi wave, not just, like, you know what I mean? We're passing Hatton. That was crazy. We're on Watts and William Street. Look at this house in front of us. There's no cars behind us, so I could slow down right here. Look at that. The roof looks like it's starting to rust. What is that metal material that they use on the roof that ends up rusting? Some type of metal. Look, there's a truck on my left parked in the lot. That must be where he lives at. He parks his truck inside his property. He got a big old American flag in front of his house. And he had a brand new F-150 in the yard. Probably his daily driver and then his money maker. The Mack truck was his money maker. The F-150 was his daily driver. Oh, so to make this left right here on Park Street. Williams and Park Street. We got a Nissan on my right with some rims. We got some gentlemen right here. Oh, this is where that cop was giving the dude a jump, right? Yep. We got two people on my left. New Hope Baptist. I'm gonna make this right-hand turn. See, this is where we came in. All right, let's make this right-hand turn. We're on East Boulevard and Park Street. I see a Subway, a Farmer's Home, furniture, a Belk, a Hibbett Sports, a Roses. These are businesses that I'm naming. A Sherwin-Williams Paint. A Mama's Pizza. I think I can make a right over here on Mama's Pizza, right? No, that looks like a no exit. School uniforms business on my left. U.S. Cellular on my left. A Bagley's Market on my right. A Speedway on my left. Williamston. I think we can make a right over here. Coming up where it says Williamston. There's a little. You see it right there on the sign on my right? There's an AutoZone on my left. Okay. At least they got AutoZone. Tobacco and vape. Green light. A Burger King, a Wells Fargo. Let me make this right. They got a Bojangles. I've never heard of a Bojangles. What is that? Like a restaurant? East Boulevard and Peak Street. Home Life Care, Pro Med, Equipment and Supply on my left. We got some smaller homes on my right. They're still a lot bigger than some of our two-story homes in Philly, but they're 1.5 story and they're smaller than a lot of homes we saw. They got little driveways, little awnings to cover their vehicle, grass in front of their house, parking spot out front, parking spot on their private property. We got a CRV on my right. Okay, Honda CRV. 8th grade graduate sign on my left. 2021. On my right is a no outlet. It's a chain link fence that leads to a storage unit. Got a gentleman on my right on his grass. Let's make this left on Plymouth Street. I've seen a fair share of African American brothers and sisters in this neighborhood. We're on Central Ave. I'm gonna go straight because on my right looks like a no outlet. On my left is a no outlet too. We got a gentleman here with dreads. That's that Bojangles that's in front of us on Plymouth and the Boulevard, East Boulevard. We got a Burger King on my right. There's a Peking restaurant on my left. I guess that's Chinese. I haven't had Chinese food in like 2 weeks, y'all. Because we used to eat like vegetable fried rice or broccoli with General Tso sauce, extra spicy, or like spring rolls, or like totones from the Chinese store with garlic, salt, pepper, garlic, well done, extra crispy. Let's make this right hand turn right here. There's police that go right by us behind us. Boom. Williamston police. Passing Central Ave. We got Southern States Chop Drop Center on my left, Cohen's Repair, a house for sale on my right, another house for sale on my right. It looks like we got some type of refinery right here on my left hand side. Williamston Historic District, shopping, dining, art center. Look at my left. Passing Warren Street. It looks like that's some type of farm center. There's a body shop on my left. Mount Zion United Holly Church on my right. It looked like they make some type of, I don't know, milk there or something. That thing looks like they manufacture something there. Washington Street to my left, Hamilton to my right. Johnny's Automotive and Diesel Repair on my left. I'm gonna make a right. We're on Jamesville Road and Washington. Jamesville, Washington. I think I can make a right without there being any issues. We'll find out if police jump out. The Pamlico Insurance Center on my right, Mason Mortuary on my left, Corey, etc. on my right, the Carpet Shop on my left, Glass and Mirror on my left from Williamstown, Rob's Auto and Diesel on my right. We just passed South Pearl Street. Speedway on my right. We got a lot of speedways over here. Church of Lord Jesus Christ on my left. G.A. Smith Building on my left. Historic downtown Williamstown. Wow. River District Art Center and more. It's up this way. So they got a historic downtown. I think we already passed that though. We're South Halton Street. We got Teal's used cars and trucks on my right. Yeah, I think this is the historic downtown, like right here. Yep, right here. There's shopping, art center, dining, and public parking on my right. This is historic downtown, ladies and gentlemen, in Williamston. So this is what their historic area looks like. I mean, I guess it's probably one of their oldest areas, right? They got a little art thing. Man, there's like 6 paintings outside. There's no foot life down here. Nobody walking around. Nobody enjoying the historic contents of the town. Look at this. Look at my right. This is their historic district. Like 3 shops and boutiques, and they're for sale. 2 of them are for sale. I guess because they know they get no business. The bargain shop on my left. See, sometimes there be, look at this, is all abandoned, basically vacant. So sometimes there's like, you'll find a list on the internet, it'll be like the worst towns to live in, not only based off of crime. We got Miller's Sports and Trophies on my left, but based off of employment and, like, you know, the economy in the area. We're on Washington and West Main. We got Schuel's on my left. I've never heard of that place in my life until now. And in some cases, these places will be ranked as worse because they don't have much of an economy going on. Like, there's not much to do. There's not much places to spend money. Like, you got somebody selling pumpkins in front of us out of their pickup truck. I don't know if, oh, the Williamston Police Department's on my left. There's barely no police in the police department parking lot. I don't see not one police car. Hold on, I'm about to just go around the block just so y'all can see the police district and see what I'm talking about. You got a whole police district. I have not seen one police car in the police district. You would think there would be at least 2, 3, 4.5 police cars outside or something. No, there's no police cars outside. Are they all off fire today? Like, do they take, you know, weekdays off or something? We're on West Church and North Halton. Let's make this left, then go right again so y'all can see the police station. But that goes to show you that in a town like this, I guess they don't need a lot of policemen. Yeah, that's a lot of wood out there. That's firewood. That's all I see. Firewood. Now, since we be making campfires, when I see wood, I don't look at wood the same. Back in the day when I used to look at wood, man, that's just wood. Let's make it right on North Elm. Now I see wood, I'm like, yo, we could burn that. we could burn that. That's free firewood. Let's park up and pick it up. All right. So we're going to continue traveling up the street. There's a church on my left. I'm going to make a right on West Academy Street. And then we're going to make a right once again, just so y'all can see that police station. Look, there's a one of those pooper machines. I forgot what that thing's. A septic tank. I got short-term memory. I got a brain for it. There's a septic tank, but it was hidden behind a tree, behind a bush. Look, there's a computer chair here. Look it. It looks like it's in good shape too. Incredible. Look at the house. They had a blue rooftop and it's faded, so it's starting to fade. You see spots of baby blue, patches of white. So the police station is located in the historic district of Williamston. We're passing West Church Street. So I don't know what the economy's looking like in this area. Maybe people just live here and gotta go out, you know, farther to actually get work, get someplace to live. Right there on my right, that's the police station. It's a do not enter, so we can't go straight. But right there, that building on my right is the police station. Look at the parking lot. I see 2 or 3 regular civilian cars. I don't see no police cars. Nothing. Absolutely nada. Wonder if I can make it right here. You think a cop would jump out? Well, there's nobody on duty, so I should be able to make it right. Look at right there on my left. Sheesh. Williamston Chiropractic Center on my left. That's incredible, y'all. Williamston Cleaners, Roberson Brothers and Gas Service on my right. I'm gonna make a left here. So now we're driving behind the police station area on South Elm Street. We got the Cleaners on my left. The Cleaners looks like the most established business here. I guess everybody gets their clothes cleaned at the Cleaners. Metal roofing sold here. Oh, you see, so some of the roofing materials be metal. For sale on my left hand side. There's a barber shop. The barbershop got some clients out back. I guess the men like to look, you know, spiffy. All right, let me cross over this. Ouch, 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 it's a track. We got a Firefighter Products Inc. on my right. Williamston Auto Muffler on my right. Power Stroke Diesel and Engine Repair. There's not many cars, so I guess they don't, you know, have much business when it comes to mufflers. Probably very rarely somebody needs a muffler worked on. I'm gonna make it right here because this looks like an interesting block to go down. There's the automotive shop on my left. A bunch more wood. Wow, there's a lot of wood over there. couple, what you would call black folk. It was hanging out on their property. We got a dude over here with dreads. He got his dreads tied up in a top bun, riding a little bicycle. These are the brothers that have the real strong southern accent. He got a big white tee on too. He was a Rasta because he had the long dreads, like them Johns was long and his hair was twisted up. That says that his hair is probably down like below his waist length. Gas over here is $2.90 a gallon, if that means anything to anyone. Let's make this right. Oh, this is the little historic district. Wow. I guess every town probably has a historic district, like the oldest part of the town, or the area that was there first, you know what I mean? Before they started expanding to more and more of the township. I'm sure every area has its own historic area. We're passing South Martin Luther King Jr. Road. We got a lot of used car places on my left and on my right. Making this right coming up. I'm gonna make the first right. We got Liberty Christian Center on my right. Napa Auto Parts on my left. They got a lot of auto parts stores too. They selling watermelons on my right, yo. Watermelons. You can get a watermelon from the south. There's Piggly Wigglies on my left. What is a Piggly Wiggly? What is this? And there's a Dollar General. Look at right here. There's the sign. Piggly Wiggly. It's like a big supermarket. I don't know. Maybe Piggly Wiggly's is a supermarket. I'm gonna make this right and get out the center lane. There's a fire department on my right. Rescue squad. I don't think I've seen a school here. I don't think I've seen a school. Dang, I should have made it right there. That's where I wanted to make it right at. I'm gonna make it right at this corner coming up. These little pit stops on my right, those are the ones from like the movies. Let's make this right on Perry Street, where they send you down to the wrong turn. They'll be like, I reckon you go 4 miles down the road and make a left and make a right and then go down to the and send you to a spot where it's booby trapped. And they be chewing on tobacco and then they spit out like some black spit. And they say, we don't have no gas here, boy. Ain't no gas sold here, boy. But sir, excuse me, but isn't this a gas station? Sir, I just said we don't have no gas here, boy. You better take that elsewhere. It's like, yo, bro, I was just looking for some gasoline. I thought this was a gas station, but I guess not. What are you guys selling, air? And again, this is another area that's observed by a town watch. Is that a Hispanic young man? He's running. Why are you running, bro? We're not gonna get you. We're on Skinner Street. But then again, if I lived on Skinner Street too, I might start running. He just ran for like a half a block and gave up. Yeah, he is a Hispanic brother. Órale, wey, Holmes, Simón, Chale, Vato Locos forever. Yeah, bro. This is the first Spanish person I saw in the 2 tours of me being here. So far I did 2 tours of me being in this little area. We're passing Peel Street. And I saw Caucasian folk. I saw African American folk. I did not see any Hispanics until now. So he accounts for the 1%. We're on Morris Street. I'm gonna make a left because it's a dead end. There's a Walmart nearby too. Falk and Skinner. I bet you the Walmarts will put all of those little tiny businesses out of business. There you go. Now the light bulb just turned on. It makes sense. Because it's a super center. The super center has everything. The Walmart super centers, they have automotive stuff. They have garden stuff. They have food stuff. They have house goods. They have entertainment stuff. They have clothing. They have all of that. And guess what, guys? They have it at an affordable price. So that's probably why many of those little mom and pop shops, sad enough to say, why some of the mom and pop shops probably went out of business. Because those big box stores, the billion-dollar corporations, they come in, they manufacture their super centers, and it takes a lot of business out. Because, you know, would you rather spend $7 for those socks or $2.50 for those socks? And this is metaphorically speaking of. Of course, they don't cost $2.50 or $7. It's probably like $9.99 for a pack of socks versus $18.99 for a pack of socks. You know, if you're an all-American, contribute to the American society type of, but I think Walmart is owned by America anyway, right? If you're just a financially conscious person, you're definitely gonna want to buy the $9.99 socks if they're the same quality, same thing, same amount, or you might even get an extra 2 pairs, but it's a little cheaper, so you might buy those. Or the same thing goes for like the fruits. You know, you might get these apples for $2.99. You might get these apples for $6.99. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the cheaper one, especially if you're on a budget. I just wanted to come through here to show y'all this Piggly Wiggly spot. I'm actually gonna see what it is when we get a little closer. Oh, it's a supermarket. Inside I see frozen. I see meats. Oh, Piggly Wiggly's is a supermarket, y'all. Piggly Wiggly. I'm thinking about go Piggly Wiggly and pick me up a pork roast. You wanna come with me, Billy? Yo, Piggly. Locally owned, American made. Wow, you see, I told you. So you go to a lot of these southern you know, towns or counties, and then you'll see a lot of patriotic, spirited human beings. Look at Manhattan Menswear, am I right? That's a men's clothing store. And a Dollar General, oh, am I right? So yeah, so you'll come to these areas and you'll see a lot of and that's awesome. That's good, you know, to see a lot of people who are enthusiastic about having American pride. Sometimes it can be quite disturbing to an extent, like when you think about Purge, the movie Purge. They're like, it's our God nation, God-given right, or whatever they say, the phrase they say as our forefathers have given us the right to purge. The Purge, yo. It's one of my movies. We're passing Andrews, Washington and Andrews. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we reached our 1 hour mark. I want to say thank you guys all for watching. I appreciate it. I try to keep my tours at 1 hour long so that, you know, they're good for viewer retention purposes and for file management. Show some love in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. What do you guys think about a neighborhood like this? Do you guys live in a neighborhood like this? Do you guys want to live in a neighborhood like this? Have you guys once lived in a neighborhood like this? Let me know what you think. Share any knowledge, any memories, any info you have of the area. Yo, look at that little Ford Taurus wagon on rims, yo. They pimping. They got a little Ford. Was that an Escort wagon or was that a Taurus wagon? I don't even know, bro. That was just an old school Ford wagon on rims. But yeah, don't forget to subscribe, turn on your notification bell, because we got that e-scooter giveaway coming very soon. We're gonna be giving away a Go Trax e-scooter, brand new in the box. Turn on your notification bell when the YouTube channel Tune215 reaches 50,000 subscribers, and the second YouTube channel Tune Be Chillin' reaches 1,000 subscribers. That's 51,000 subscribers between both YouTube channels. When we reach that milestone, we're gonna post a Gleam giveaway link on one of the two channels so that you guys, the viewer, will have 7 days to enter the giveaway. When we reach the 7th day, we're gonna do a live drawing via YouTube so that you guys can see who won the free Go Trax e-scooter. This is your homeboy Tune, Mr. Tune Dollars, Tune215, Tune in the southern states, and I'm tuning out.